Hello guys, how are you doing? My name is Dr. Victor Ishaya and I want to welcome you to this my mentorship and leadership Facebook page. And I know you will really be impacted and you're going to learn something new that will help you in your leadership and your daily life. Today I'm bringing to you the fundamental questions in leadership. What are the most important questions that you should ask yourself as a leader? And that's what I want to draw your attention to. And I want you to stay with me. I know you will be blessed. Now, it is very clear. You've known it before and I've said it that leadership is not position. Leadership is influence. Sorry please, the song in the background is not by me, it's by Monica Oga, a very blessed lady. And very inspiring. Now, so we've known that leadership is not position, leadership is influence. Now, today I want you to take note of these questions that I'm going to raise, because at whatsoever level you are in your leadership, you will really need to answer this question, because it sets you on the pace to reach the next leadership level of influence that you actually need to get to. What is the first question? Number one, you will need to ask yourself this question as a leader. Where are you really right now in your leadership level of influence? You really need to define it. This is what I mean. There are levels of influence in leadership. I'm going to list them to you. But you really need to identify your location in the leadership strata, wherever you are, the organization you are, the school, the society, wherever you are, you need to identify, you need to know, where am I right now? Because if you don't know where you are right now, you will not actually know where you want to go. So in leadership, the positions are actually referred to as levels of influence. And for conventional purpose, there are 5 levels of influence in leadership. Thank you so much for being on this broadcast. There are 5 levels of influence in leadership. Some may tell you more, but just for the purpose of convenience, I would mention 5 for you. The first one, which is the lowest level, is called the positional level of influence. That means you have position, but you really don't have influence. People that are under you will follow you because they just have to follow you. You have right, so they have to follow you. And if they don't do that, there is something they are going to lose. So people will follow you because of that position that you occupy. That is the first level of influence in leadership. You need to define your own to know where you are. Level number 2 is called the permission level of influence, which is also referred to as the relationship level of influence in leadership. In this level of leadership, people are going to follow you because they just want to follow you. Then the third level of influence is called the production level, or the result level of leadership. That means it's a production level of influence in leadership. People will follow you at this level 3 because of what you have done to the organization, because of the result that you are bringing to the organization, so they will follow you. Then there is level 4, which is called the people. By the time you start getting to level 4, you are moving away from level 3 to level 4. You are actually attaining a level of influence in leadership. It's called level 4, or level 4 is called people development level of influence, which is also referred to as the reproduction level of leadership. At this point, people are going to follow you because of what you have done to them, what you mean to them. They are going to follow you. The last level, which is level 5, is called the pinnacle level of leadership, and that is the level of respect. The pinnacle level of influence is the level of respect in leadership. At this level of leadership, at this pinnacle level of leadership influence, people are going to follow you because of who you are. Now you have character. Now you have reputation. People are going to follow you because of who you are and what you represent. So when I say you need to identify where you are right now, where are you in these 5 levels of influence in leadership? If you have answered that question, and that's a very fundamental question, the next question you need to ask yourself is that, where is my ultimate aim as far as leadership is concerned? Where do you want to attain? How far do you want to go? You really need to define that also, because it's going to determine, it's going to be like your why. Why? So it's going to serve as the motivation. You're going to serve everything that will make you get to that place will be your motivation. So you really need to define the ultimate level or the position where you actually want to get to. Question number 3 that you must ask yourself as a leader is, what do I need to do to get to this ultimate level? How do I get there? Do I need to take lessons? Do I need to do personal development? Are there people that I have to drop in my life? What do I have to tweak in my life? Do I need to be serious about study? So many things. So you really need to identify the things you need to do in order to get to that level. As I bring this broadcast to an end, I want to give you like 5 to 6 insights into leadership. Number 1, you must know that you build leadership on the previous level. Let's say you are on level 1. You don't say that because you have moved to level 2, you abandon everything that you have done in level 1. The system is going to crash. So you build on the previous level, meaning that you don't leave any level that you've left behind, you don't forget about it. You need to give attention to it and the people that are there too. Number 2, the higher you go in leadership, the easier it becomes to lead and the more respect you earn. The higher you go, the easier to lead, the more respect you have. Number 3, there is no shortcut. There is no shortcut at all in it. You must go through the process. If you don't go through the process, you won't last. The reason is because everything you learn in the process is what is going to sustain you when you are making your progress. Write that one down. The next thing, that's number 4, moving up the levels may take you time, but going down can happen so very quickly. So you have to be very, very careful, because to rise is going to be very, very demanding. You have to pay sacrifice, but to go down is going to be very, very easy. So you have to be very careful. You have to be disciplined. You have to be discreet. You have to be honorable. You have to be projectable. You have to be reliable. You just have to be upright if you are a leader, because people are watching you. Then number 6, moving to the next level will always require growth. Either personal growth or professional growth. So there is a place for personal development in leadership, because there is no way you are going to move. The system is established naturally. And you don't say you are growing because you are having additional position. No. People in leadership know when they have grown based on growth in terms of personal development or professionally. People that are promoted without growing their leadership skills know that they just got promoted. So you need to understand that for you to move to the next level, it requires growth. And maybe I will leave it here. Not getting to the next level of leadership does not only limit you, it also limits your team. So if you as a leader do not grow, do not increase, you are not only limiting yourself, but you are also limiting your team members. Last but not the least, you cannot climb the level alone. Leaders raise leaders. There is nobody grows alone. Nobody. If you are a leader, it's because people are following you. If you want to know that you're a leader, turn back and see who are the people following me and how many people are following me. I'm sure you are blessed and I'm sure you are increased. I will be bringing discussions and topics on leadership and mentorship on this page, and I want you to follow it. Not long from now, I will be running a class, a comprehensive leadership and mentorship class on this page. And I know you'll be blessed. Thank you so much for being around. May the Lord bless you and have a very wonderful evening or whatsoever the time will be in your location. A blessed week for you.